A local fire chief was honored by his peers on his final journey this morning.
An actual dry day coming up across East Alabama, but the rainfall is going to return. We'll have the complete 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Metal Buildings, custom metal buildings built right here in Anniston.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Studham. The Anniston Fire Department announced this morning that Chief Jeff Waldrop, who suffered a heart attack in late May, has died. Waldrop dedicated more than 30 years of his life to serving in the city's fire department. Anniston Mayor Sierra Smith has ordered all flags on city property to be flown at half-staff through the end of this week to honor Waldrop. As Waldrop was transported from Birmingham back home to Anniston today, fire departments along the route honored the procession. Anniston firefighters thanked the departments of Moody, Lincoln, Pell City, and Oxford, who stood at each intersection bypass saluting Chief Waldrop's return. Upon reaching Anniston, the Oxford Fire Department, under the leadership of Chief Gary Sparks, ensured a seamless transition. The Anniston Fire Department also thanked Anniston Police, the Anniston and Oxford EMS services, and all other first responders who came together to provide an escort to the funeral home. Thanks to some powerful friends, the United Cerebral Palsy Building serving East Central Alabama got a new paint job this morning. It's the first time in decades that the building at McClellan has been painted, and all the work was done by volunteers from the Alabama Power Service Organization. UCP Executive Director Shane Ruffin said the red brick had faded to pink over the years, and it was in need of some fresh paint.
The idea hatched in the boardroom about 6 months ago. One of our volunteers, our board members, Joe Bynum, said, "We need to paint the building, it's faded. Let's just get some volunteers and slap some paint on it." And I said, well, it's not quite that easy. So we kept talking about it, and then Julie Couch came on our board, and as you know, she's the president of Alabama Power Service Organization this year. And she said, well, I've got those volunteers, and let's do it. So here we are today, 6 months or so later, and everybody's out here painting. They're making great progress, fueled by coffee and Jack's biscuits, and we're really getting a lot of work done. So I'm just so glad to have it. I just don't think about the outside that much. I'm always running in to see what's happening inside. So they're absolutely right. It needed a refresh, and it's going to be great for the parents and everybody to see when they pull up how clean and crisp it looks.
Julie Couch, president of the Alabama Power Service Organization for the company's Eastern Division, says this is the first chair project that her group has done. They plan to take on a major service project each year, and the response from her team has been strong. Between 35 and 40 volunteers showed up this morning, despite many of them having worked through a rough weekend, clearing debris from recent thunderstorms to restore power to local homes.
I have to say the commitment that they have to the community and also to their jobs. You know, they want to be able to serve, you know, not just in a work capacity to get the lights on, which they do a wonderful job, but they want to also give back to their communities. And I think that's what makes them so special and so unique, that they couldn't wait to get out here. And we were supposed to have some rain today, and everyone just showed up because they wanted to support.
Ruffin says that the project saved his center thousands of dollars, and it will make a big difference to the families and individuals that it serves. The center has also put in a new kitchen and plans to have a ribbon-cutting ceremony in a few weeks to celebrate those renovations. A local city council is now back to full membership. We'll have that story and more when we return.
Big dreams deserve a strong foundation. Whether you're starting a business, building a backyard shop, or just need more space, Waldrop Metal Buildings is ready to help. Every project is built to fit your vision, your style, and your budget. Let's bring that dream to life. Call Waldrop today.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Joe Harrington was sworn in Monday night as the newest member of the Anniston City Council. He'll represent Ward 3 until voters go to the polls this summer for Anniston's municipal elections. Harrington was chosen from among 5 applicants for the job, which became available when Ward 3 Council member Sierra Smith became mayor. Harrington is an Army veteran who came to Anniston in 1973, and he retired from the military police in 1997. Since then, he's earned a degree in early childhood education from Jacksonville State University and launched a successful lawn care business. He'll serve on the council until the election, which is set for August 26th. The scammers are at it again, and this time they didn't even get their basic facts straight. The Alabama Law Enforcement Agency says a nationwide phishing scam has recently targeted Alabamians with fraudulent text messages falsely claiming to be from the Alabama Department of Vehicles and demanding payment for non-existent traffic tickets. However, there is no such thing as the Alabama Department of Vehicles. The state's driver's licensing services are administered by ALEA's Driver's License Division, and vehicle registration is handled by the Alabama Department of Revenue. ALEA does not send unsolicited text messages threatening prosecution and requesting personal information or payment. Any such messages should be considered suspicious and deleted immediately, according to state officials. ALEA warns people not to click on the links in suspicious text messages or provide any personal information. You can report phishing attempts to the Federal Trade Commission at ic3.gov. Local youth are invited to take a trip later this month to learn about an important part of Alabama's history. Those details are coming up.
This weekend only is the Father's Day sale at WM Grocery. Come in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for big savings on popular brands like Conecuh Sausage, Frito-Lay Chips, and Milo's Tea. We've got free samples all around the store, and you'll find the best deals marked with WM balloons. Whether you're firing up the grill or stocking up, WM Grocery has everything you need to celebrate Dad. Don't miss it, the WM Father's Day sale June 13th through 15th, while supplies last.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
The city of Anniston invites local youths ages 12 through 18 to take part in a day of learning and history as they visit Tuskegee University and the Tuskegee Airmen Historical Site on June 25th. That trip is part of the city's celebration of Juneteenth. It will depart from the Anniston City Meeting Center that morning at 8. Lunch will be provided, and the youths will return to the Meeting Center by 5. The cost is $15 per student, and 45 seats are available on a first-come, first-served basis. Payment and a permission slip must be submitted to Anniston City Hall before the trip. For more information, you may contact Shanika Stringer at 256-241-6000. 7164 or sstringer@annistonowl.gov. The Alabama Department of Transportation has closed the Welcome Center on I-20 westbound near milepost 213 in Cleburne County. AlDOT officials say they've signed a contract for the center's renovation, additions, new lighting, and resurfacing. That Welcome Center will remain closed until the completion, which is estimated to be February of 2027. AlDOT is asking motorists to observe work zone signs and use caution while in the area. John Holder standing by right now in the Pool Doctor Weather Center with your forecast.
Mike, a chance to dry off for a couple of days across East Alabama. Rainfall coming for the weekend. We'll break it all down. The forecast for all of East Alabama, that's next.
This spring and summer, get it done right with Oxford Lumber, your hometown partner for projects big or small. From refreshing your garden to upgrading your outdoor space, we've got everything you need. Check out our full garden center and gear up on our Stihl showroom, chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, and more. Ready to grill? We've got Big Green Egg, Traeger, and Blackstone to fire up the fun. Since 1985, Oxford Lumber has been built on tradition and focused on you. Visit us today at any of our 5 locations: Oxford, Roanoke, Talladega, Jacksonville, and Lincoln. Oxford Lumber, where you're treated like family. EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below. This segment of EAN Local Weather is brought to you by Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville. Personal, professional quality.
Here's your EAN weather cam on this Tuesday. Plenty of sunshine today across East Alabama. We had a few showers this morning around the region, but once that cleared out, a mostly sunny day. Very summer-like across East Alabama. High temperatures today, 83 degrees, still below the average. Our morning low this morning actually a couple of degrees above the average, with some fog out there across the region this morning. Looking at tonight, we're going to take rain pretty much out of the forecast. We've got a 20% chance of rain. That is going to be very early this evening, if at all. Most folks are going to remain rain-free. After midnight tonight, we could have some patchy fog, just like we had this morning. Relatively cool for this time of year, dropping down to 63 overnight. Your Wednesday looks very, very nice all across East Alabama. We've got a mix of clouds and sunshine, but more sun than clouds. At 9 a.m. in the morning, we're already sitting at 75, a very pleasant 82 by lunchtime tomorrow, again with a few high clouds. And here's the deal. No rain in the forecast tomorrow across East Alabama. We're looking at plenty of sunshine, 87 for the high by about 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. A very nice Wednesday coming up here in the middle of June. Here's the 7-day forecast for all of East Alabama. We threw in a 20% chance of a shower tomorrow because really with any kind of moisture in play, and it's June, it's Alabama, it's summertime, we can't totally rule out the chance there might be a rogue shower or thunderstorm pop up. That chance, 20%, quite frankly, probably less than that. We're kind of just covering ourselves there in case there's a storm coming up tomorrow, but most folks are going to be rain-free. Then we begin to ramp up the rain chances, about a 1 in 3 chance Thursday afternoon, a 70% chance on Friday, an 80% chance on Saturday and Sunday. And by Monday of next week, look at this, a 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms. So we go right back into a wet weather pattern. Temperatures are going to remain in the mid to upper 80s, nighttime lows right around 70 degrees. But enjoy the dry day we had today, the dry day we'll have coming tomorrow, because beginning Thursday and especially Friday and the weekend into the early part of next week, high rain chances returning to East Alabama. All of this good weather has resulted in very good air quality. We showed you this yesterday. We're even lower today. Yesterday we were in the 40s. Look at this. Today in Anniston, the air quality only at 38. That is very, very good and very, very rare, to be honest with you, for July and June and August in Alabama in the summertime. We just don't see that. We usually see those good air quality indexes in the cooler weather months. But a 38 today, not bad whatsoever. Let's take a look now at the temperatures warming up. We talked about the weekend, and we talked about temperatures remaining in the mid to upper 80s, but there's a lot of moisture in place as well coming this weekend with those high rain chances. So we're going to talk about something we haven't talked about in a long time, and that is the heat index values. And they're going to be climbing this weekend, not so much Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, but beginning on Friday and right on through the weekend. You see, for us here in East Alabama, you see Anniston, you see Gadsden. We're going to be in the upper 90s for the most part as we head into Friday and through the early part of next week. The heat index, of course, is a combination of not only the air temperature, but also the humidity and dew point values. And those are going to be sky high this weekend. So when we don't have thunderstorms, the heat index, it's going to feel like it's in the mid to upper 90s very easily across Gadsden, Anniston, and the surrounding areas of East Alabama this weekend. So be very careful. Even though the air temperature is in the upper 80s, heat index values will be in the upper 90s coming up for the weekend. I'll be back here tomorrow morning with your Wednesday morning Day at a Glance. Join us right back here tomorrow night for EAN Local News. I'll be back here for the forecast for the rest of the work week. More EAN Local News is coming up after the break with Mike.
At Pool Doctor Custom Pools in Jacksonville, we believe a great pool is where the best memories are made. Family cookouts, sunny afternoons, kids laughing and splashing, it all starts with a pool that's clean, clear, and ready for fun. That's where we come in. From trusted Pentair products to the cutting-edge BeatBot cleaners, plus top quality chemicals and fun accessories, we've got everything you need to keep your pool perfect. Visit Pool Doctor today, where pool care meets family care.
Thanks for watching us. You can watch us here every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice to watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Wednesday for your news on your schedule.